What is up, guys? It is Garbage Garage back with another video for you guys, and today I am going to be talking about my Ram 1500 Sport that I got and the 5 things that I have seen that I do not like about these second gen Rams. And to start off is right where the camera's sitting is the dash. Back in the day that Dodge decided to go with plastic. I'm not sure why they chose this certain type of plastic, but just over the years in the sun and in the conditions they were in, they just started to get brittle. And if you hit them, if you went over to make a bump, if you did anything, they cracked. And when I got this truck, it had one crack. Well, to piggyback off this, replacing the heater core, it's almost a given that you're going to shatter your dash. So I replaced the heater core and all the vacuum lines behind the dash, and I made a new 7 or 8 cracks or something, have some missing pieces here and there. You can get an LMC a whole new dash pad, or you can just get a dash cover off eBay for $80 and glue it down, blah, blah, blah. A lot of ways around it, not really. If you buy one, it's gonna have a cracked dash. If it doesn't, you're lucky, buy it, you'll love it. Second thing really that I hate, I've seen this in all the trucks. I've owned 2 second gen Rams, and this has happened in both, and every picture I've seen is the driver's side seat, you have a big old tear right here. And it's because that fabric comes up and is held with stitching, of course, but over time you slide in and out of the truck, getting in and out, you tear down that fabric and the strength of it, and it just rips. Stitching it back together, not always the best look. You can get a new dash seat skin, you can get leather seat skins. It's happened, but it's there. It doesn't bug me too much because I'm sitting on it, I don't see it. It's just an eyesore, really. Third thing, everyone knows this, transmission in this truck. You know what? The first truck I had, transmission went for 185,000 miles, original miles, and then it started to slip. Drove it another 1,000 miles, got it rebuilt, perfectly fine. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but every 25,000 miles on these, I think they're 48 REs, you are supposed to change oil, fluids, filter, and you're supposed to adjust the bands on it. Not a lot of people do that, they complain. Now these transmissions, some of them are weak and they just give out, but that's just like any other transmission. This one, 115,000, it still feels strong, but when I got the truck and drove it, I realized it was low on transmission fluid. Filled it up, it's been working fine for 3,000 miles, so we'll see how long this one gets us. I did adjust bands and all that on this truck, and so cross your fingers that this one will last me as long as the first one or the next owner. All right, now the fourth thing is pretty also well known. Is the steering on this setup. The tie rods, they tend to give out and you get death wobble. It happened on my first truck. I was driving to school one morning, tires started doing this, they decided to try and kiss each other in the middle, and the whole front end of the truck popped up. That is not fun. You do not want to be in that situation. You feel like you're going to snap everything in that front end. So I have replaced 2 entire front end steerings of this thing, and to go along with the front tie rods and whatnot, the gearboxes, they go out sometimes. They're pretty sturdy, but they start to get a little wobble in them as well. And then if you have offset rims and tires, you're going to be replacing ball joints on this thing, upper and lower. They just eat through it. The geometry of them with the weight of them, without having the weight of the tire sitting right under the hub and being pushed out, you're replacing ball joints, and I've just come to terms with it. Nothing you can do. If you want the look, you gotta pay the money. So the front steering, there's ways around it. You can actually do a 3rd gen steering upgrade. It's a wishbone or a T suspension. It's beefier. It's just better geometry for the truck, lasts longer. That just requires you to buy the 3rd gen components. So I might look into doing that on my next build. Not on this this one. I don't know why. I just didn't know about it until a few months ago, actually, after I rebuilt the steering on this. Now coming down to the fifth thing I do not like about this truck. You know, it's really hard to, I had to think of one. Like it took me a while to think of it, but I think Dodge could have woke this engine up a little bit more, honestly. Wait, no, I take that back. You know what, engine's fine. It's an old truck, Chevys were the same way. Bigger issue that I really hate, and my brother actually went through this, was the rear ends on these things. The bearings go out, the carrier bearings go out. It's just, you start hearing grinding, and it's a known that without beefing these things up, the rear ends aren't that tough. I mean, you put over stock horsepower to them, you might want to look into getting a new rear end and getting them switched out to better gears. My brother has a 2001 Ram 1500 Sport 4x4, but he has the ORE edition, so he has 410 axles. So lucky for him, he has a little bit beefier axles. I have the 355 in mine. With the lift kit, I definitely want to go to 396 at least, but that's for future. So kind of recap it for you guys. We got dashboard sucks. It cracks. They all suck. Every second gen sucks. Same with the driver's side seat. That's number 2. 3, transmission. Might as well go to Sunco, get a better transmission. If you don't beat on it, you don't have a lot of horsepower going through it, you might be able to run stock like I did on my first truck for 200,000 miles if you're nice to it. 4, steering. You know, it's good, but it's going to go out on you, and when it does, you're going to get death wobbles. There's different options for upgrading. 5, rear end. They're good, but if, like I said, you get power to them, you might want to look into getting them rebuilt a little bit beefier. If you lift it, definitely get taller gears, get some of your acceleration back, and you know, yeah, I mean, I could probably think of more and go to 10, but I'm going to stop at 5 because I want you guys to actually like second gen Rams, because I'm about to buy the diesel. I'm setting up the time to go look at it. So if you want, let me know. I can do a video about 5 things I love about second gen Rams. I can do it off the top of my head, but I'll save that for another video. So stay tuned, guys. Like, subscribe to the channel. Go support the Instagram page. We update with photos. I'll update you when we got new posts on YouTube, videos. We'll ask for your comments over there, everything. And like always, stay frosty. No, that's fucking dumb. I'm still working on an exit, so I'm just gonna say goodbye this time. I will get an exit video, or an exit saying down. Mark my words.
3, 2, 1.